Brothers and sisters, today's gospel is on the presentation of child Jesus in the temple, and Simeon, led by the Holy Spirit, comes to meet them. In here, reflection on consecrated life and dedication to the Lord would be a very fitting theme to reflect upon. But today, I would like to reflect with you on Christian perspective of hope, one of the three cardinal virtues. The gospel tells us that hope will come for us someday. We just have to wait and be patient. Do not expect that what we like and imagine will happen according to our own will. It may be different, for God knows what is best for us in His time and in His place. Life has full of problems and challenges along the way. Emily Bronte, in her poem Life, states that difficulties and hardships of life are like dark clouds. They are transient and do not last forever. These clouds, just like bad days of one's life, will clear and eventually end. Even though for a few minutes things may seem unending, but if we continue to put our hope and trust in God, in due time we will surely see what miracles are. We know what is good for us, but God knows what is best for us. He is aware of all our problems and also knows what exactly we need. So, trusting in God, we should face it, discerning whether our act will break or make us. We do not know what lies ahead of us, nor do we know how will the situation be resolved. We have to trust God because He doesn't give problems that can't be fixed or overcome. All of that is for us to learn from it and to figure out who we really are. Always pray to God and He will be our guide. In the Gospel, we see that it was time for the child to be dedicated and offered up for God's keeping and care. The parents took the child to the temple, and some place in the temple they came across a man called Simeon. He was a man who, we are told, loved God, and so God was able to use him in a most magnificent way. He used Simeon to proclaim and prophesy the greatest message of all time regarding the future of the child, and that this child was destined to be the cause of the rise and fall of many in Israel. The child was God's salvation. How? Because Jesus is the promised Messiah. Because Jesus would bring salvation to Israel. Because Jesus' mission is universal. And He would be light for the revelation to the Gentiles and not for the Israelites alone. His future was predestined. The parents of Jesus marveled at the prediction. This kind of prediction will naturally amaze anyone, but this prediction was given for an additional reason as well. Joseph and Mary were needed to be assured and encouraged. Just imagine what they had been through and were yet to go through because of this child. Joseph's dilemma at the discovery of pregnancy even before they were married. Virginal birth of Jesus, visit of the three magi, angels directing him to flee, and here again Simeon's prophecy. In all of this, in imitation of simple yet faith-filled couple, Mary and Joseph, let us hope and pray that sooner or later we may be able to realize God's plan for us. Let us ask God for the gift of hope.